Hello everyone and welcome to This Week in Waste, a weekly news show where I run you through the top stories as seen on waste360.com. My name is Gage Edwards and wow, what a year it has been. This is the last This Week in Waste video of the year and man, we have flown through some awesome headlines and a lot of big stories. Before we get into the top stories, I first want to thank everyone at home who watched these videos throughout the year or shared them on social media. We make these videos every week as a great resource to everyone who doesn't have all the time in the world to just sit down and read every piece of news that is out there. We compile it in one place just for you. So I hope these videos have helped you stay on top of the news stories as they come out each week. As we look ahead to 2025, some of our top stories will also be looking ahead to 2025. And two of them relate heavily together, so let's waste no more time and let's check out the top stories for this week. Number 5, top ways companies can keep insurance premiums affordable. It looks like 2024 will go on record as the worst year for fires at waste and recycling facilities as operators continue struggling to stay on top of streams that are rapidly growing in volume, complexity, and risk. The ongoing issue is sending property insurance premiums through the roof. Number 4, Waste Pro's Shannon Early discusses the art of recruiting and retaining talent. Finding and holding on to good employees is an art, especially in the world of waste. Who that doesn't know this space thinks about building a career in it? Shannon Early, Waste Pro's Vice President of Human Resources, discusses recruitment and retention strategies. Number 3, Waste World Episode 9, Recycling is BS, Combating Myths and Altering Perceptions. This week's episode of the Waste World podcast features a panel from Waste Expo 2024. The discussion, titled Recycling is BS, Combating Myths and Altering Perceptions for Everyone's Sake, looks at key research findings into what it will take from all of us in the value chain to incite the change necessary to accelerate recycling best practices. Number 2, the 10 worst US cities for composting entering 2025. Composting may be taking off in some major cities around the United States, but others are lacking participation due to a lack of knowledge, community restraints, or a lack of available programs. As some cities are rolling out composting programs, like New York City, others are lagging behind. And our top story of the week, the 10 best US cities for composting entering 2025. Composting is becoming a norm in households all across the United States, with nearly half of all Americans reporting that they compost kitchen scraps and yard waste. As some states, such as California, are looking at 2025 zero waste targets, Lawn Starter performed a deep dive survey to rank 2025's best cities for composting. And those were the top stories as seen on waste360.com for this week. Like I said at the beginning of the video, this is the last This Week in Waste episode of the year. But there are still 2 Waste World podcast episodes coming out this year on Monday the 23rd and Monday the 30th. And those 2 episodes will go over the top 10 stories of the entire year at waste360.com. And I have a feeling that the top stories will surprise you. That's what we in the business call a teaser. As always, thanks for watching. Have a great holiday and a happy new year. I'll see you in January.